Happy St. Patrick's Day, friends. Today is Tuesday, March 17th. I hope you're having a great day so far with your families. We are going to start off today with our second edition of our YouTube video with I'm a Little Leprechaun, which is sung to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot. So if you know I'm a Little Teapot, it goes like this. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. So this song goes like this. I'm a little leprechaun dressed in green, the tiniest man you have ever seen. If you ever catch me, so it's told, I'll give you my pot of gold. Ready to try it with me? All right, let's do it. I'm a little leprechaun dressed in green, the tiniest man you have ever seen. If you ever catch me, so it's told, I'll give you my pot of gold. Well, today, for this special day, at school, we would have been celebrating the 133rd day of school. So will you help me write it? Let's do it. Making a straight line is fun. That's the way you make a 1. Around the tree, that's the way you make a 3. Around the tree, that's the way you make a 3. All right, for today, I thought it would be fun for us to do our counting exercises with the theme of St. Patrick's Day. So our pattern for our exercises is going to go like this. Pot of gold, rainbow, rainbow. Ready? Well, we count by tens. So pot of gold, rainbow, rainbow. We're going to count to 10 by tens all the way until the number 133. Let's do it. Ready? Begin. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. Count on by ones. 131, 132, 133. All right, put some extra coins inside your pot of gold. I wonder, were any of you successful at catching a leprechaun? I wasn't. My kids and I, we made little traps at home and we got really creative. We used things around the house and even made our own bar of gold. And guess what, friends? I even let my kids use glitter. I know. I was very brave in letting them do that because you know how I feel about glitter. It's a very, very big challenging thing for me to let go of. But we had fun, and unfortunately, we did not catch a leprechaun. Did you? Do you know what a leprechaun looks like? Well, today I'm going to be reading you this book in honor of St. Patrick's Day, which is The Night Before St. Patrick's Day. The author of the book is Natasha Wing, and she's also the author of The Night Before Kindergarten. Have you read that book before? All right, well, on the back, we know that there's a sneak preview. So let me read the sneak preview to you. 'Twas the night before St. Patrick's, the day to wear green. Not a creature was stirring except Tim and Maureen. So what do these two kids who can't fall asleep do? They set traps all over the house, hoping to catch a leprechaun who will lead them to his pot of gold. But they don't realize just how tricky leprechauns can be. Oh my goodness. Leprechauns can be very, very tricky, so we have to beware. Yes, be very, very careful. Now, before I begin reading to you, do you know that on this special holiday, green happens to be a very lucky color? Yeah, a very lucky color. Can you think of 10 things around your house that are green? Can you look around? When I think of things that are green, I think of this. Cucumbers. Well, actually, this isn't a real cucumber. This happens to be a plastic pickle that was in our play kitchen here at home. And I was thinking to myself, what would be the best lucky charm on this day for St. Patrick's Day? And I thought to myself, well, a cucumber, of course, because we need to stay cool as a cucumber. Yes, at all times. And then I was thinking to myself, well, I don't really have a cucumber in my fridge, but as we've discussed in class, staying cool as cucumbers is really, really important because it helps us make better choices. It helps us become more helpful to others. And then I thought to myself, well, I don't have a cucumber. I have a plastic pickle. Then I said to myself, well, cucumbers become pickles. And pickles were once cucumbers. So I have a new saying for us. We're going to be patient as pickles because pickles do take time to become super, super sour and tangy, don't they? They don't just become pickles overnight. So my challenge for you today is to stay cool as a cucumber and patient as a pickle. Yeah, so this is going to be my lucky charm. I'm going to put this in my pocket. If you happen to see a real cucumber, definitely be thinking about how that cucumber is going to help you stay cool. The Night Before St. Patrick's Day by Natasha Wing. Will you help me read the title page? The Night Before St. Patrick's Day. Looks like this was a special trap. The night before St. Patrick's Day. 'Twas the night before St. Patrick's, the day to wear green. Not a creature was stirring except Tim and Maureen. Will you help me read the banner? Happy St. Patrick's Day. They decked out the den from ceiling to floor with streamers and rainbows and shamrocks galore. Later, they carefully made traps with gold charms and rings. I bet we catch a leprechaun. They love shiny things. For if they caught one, so the legend told, they'd find where he buried his big pot of gold. Oh, shiny things. I wonder what kind of shiny things leprechauns like. They set all the traps round the room with great care in hopes a wee Irishman soon would be theirs. Look how creative these traps are. Now this is something you can definitely find at home. Cans, old hangers, string, paper, lots of good ideas. The children then nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of gold coins danced in their heads. Happy St. Patty's, said Dad early the next morning. Then he started to play bagpipes without warning. He huffed and he puffed an old Irish song. Mom dished out green eggs and sang loudly along. Oh, green eggs. That reminds me of yesterday's challenge, which was to try something new. I want to give a shout out to Cooper because Cooper tried carrots. And also Andres let me know that he tried a new Mexican dish that Miss Rosa made for him. So awesome job if you tried something new. And even if you didn't like it, I'm proud of you for trying something new. Green eggs. Did anybody have green eggs this morning? When from their bedroom there arose such a clatter, the kids arose to see what was the matter. They ran down the hallway to see what was the matter, and what to their wondering eyes should appear. Okay, I'm a little nervous to turn the page. Okay, I think I can do it. But a terrible mess! A leprechaun was here. Oh, I need to take some brave breaths right now. Friends, this is a horrible mess. Did this happen at your house today? If it did, I sure hope that you did exactly what you would do if this would have happened at school, which was to be a very good helper and help clean it up. Be quiet, whispered Maureen. He's hiding somewhere. When we find him, remember, we must hold his stare. For if you look away, if you so much as blink, leprechauns vanish, quick as a wink. The kids trailed muddy footprints back and forth across the floor, which led them under Tim's bed, past the closet door. And then inside a trap they heard someone giggling, a real live leprechaun. They both saw him wriggling. His eyes, how they twinkled, his body so tiny. His hand clasped a trinket so golden and shiny. He was dressed in all green, from his head to his toes, and he looked like a cobbler wearing fairy-sized clothes. The children approached him, staring straight in his eyes. Tell us where the gold is. Don't be tricky. No lies. I buried it under a rock, smooth and hard. It's marked with an X, right in your backyard. An X. X marks the spot. Let's see what happens. But when the kids went outside with their shovel and pick, they instantly saw it had been a big trick. Look closely. Do you see how the leprechaun was extra clever? He marked every single rock with an X. Ha ha! I fooled you. It's time to disappear. Happy St. Patty's Day to you, and better luck next year. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And that's the end of the story. Friends, yesterday's challenge for responsibility was to make your bed. I hope that if you haven't made your bed yet, please go to your room and go make your bed. Because today we're going to add on to the new responsibility. So yesterday was make your bed. Today's big challenge for responsibility is going to be... Are you ready for it? Okay, here's a big one. Pick up your clothes off the floor and put them in a hamper. Yes. Pick up your clothes and put them in the hamper. So I want you to go check your room. Yeah, you can pause the video. Go check your room. Pick up every single bit of clothes that are on the floor and put them in a hamper. Yeah, you can pause the video right now. And when you come back, we're going to get ready for phonemic awareness. All right, well, hopefully that didn't take you too long. How was it? Now, even if you don't like picking up your clothes, I'm proud of you for being helpful, because during this time while we're away from school, it's really important that you be the very best helper possible. Phonemic awareness. I can hear sounds in words. Rhyme time. Today's word part power is ants. Ants. Can you think of words that rhyme with dance? I say, you say. France, chance, glance, prance. Okay, we are going to be activating our vowel power. I made this for us to use while we're away from school. It looks similar to the vowel chart that we have in our classroom. So get ready to activate A, apple, E, egg, I, igloo, O, octopus, U, umbrella. Now we know that vowels make short sounds and long sounds. So the sound that the long A says is A. The long E says E. The long I says I. The long O says O. The long U says U. Get ready to activate your vowel power. Vowel sound and unify. U. Oak. O. Eight. A. Eating. E. Ideal. I say a word, then you say a word, then chop it, chop it. I say a word, then you say a word, then chop it, chop it. Raise. A's. Raise. Sight. 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 Note. Oat. Note. Toad. Ode. Toad. June. June. Feet. Eat. Feet. Night. Night. Leak. Eek. Leak. Type. Type. Mule. Mule. Vowel sounds. Activate your vowel power. Ready? Dim. Dime. I. Tap. Tape. A. Red. Read. E. Page 1. All done. Okay, I'm going to say a word and you're going to chop the sounds. Fight. Heat. Tide. Coat. Bead. Race. Weave. Light. Mean. Joke. Excellent. Adding sounds. 8, add w. Wait. Add h. Home. Eat, add f. Feet. Ipe, add ripe. Eep, add k. Keep. Deleting sounds. Poke without p. Oak. Bean without b. Een. Came without k. Ain. Jeep without j. Eep. Night without n. Ite. Page 2 all through. Face changed to p. Pace. Pace changed to o. Lace. Lace changed to Race. Race changed to ch. Chase. Chase changed to face. This week we're working on the nursery rhyme Jack be nimble. Jack be nimble. Jack be quick. Jack jump over the candlestick. Let's see if today we can do it all together without me pausing. Ready? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jump over the candlestick. Your turn. Great job, friends. Phonemic awareness. I can hear sounds in words. All right, super readers, I want to remind you of all the super reader powers that we've been working on at school. There's a tool today that I'm going to be sharing with you on reading A to Z that I hope you will try. So first of all, I want to remind you that one of the things you could do is work on your snap words. We look for snap words when we're reading, and then we also try to do our best when we're writing our snap words. Pointer power. Pointer power means one word gets one tap. Sound power. When you're looking at words, we look at the letter sounds to help us figure out what to say and what sounds to make with our mouth. Reread power. That means we can read a book more than once and show persistence power. Partner power. If you are at home with brothers, sisters, grandmas, grandpas, or any other caretaker, they can help you be a great reading partner. We talk about books that we read. We use the pictures to help us with our clues, and we also are mindful of our pattern power. So today I want to show you a tool that you have access to at home, which is called Reading A to Z. On Reading A to Z, you're going to be looking for your teacher's username and password. Here I am. And then you're going to see all of your usernames with different shapes. Today for this demo, I'm going to be using Andres's username. And I am going to show you a tool that you have access to when you're reading at home. So once you are logged in, you're going to take a look at the reading room and touch that. Here you're going to see the bookshelf that you're working on. So every book that you choose will have 3 tasks. The first task is going to be the Listen to the Story tab. The next one is Read the book on your own. And the last one is Asking questions. I want to show you a fun feature that you can use when you go to read the story on your own. For today, I'm going to choose this one, which is called Take a Bite. So I want to show you, let me zoom it up. Oops, let's try that again. Okay. There is a microphone feature. If you click or touch that feature right here, see the microphone? If you hit that, it will start recording your voice. And when you record your voice, your teacher can listen to you read from our home computer. So if this was Andres's book that he's working on, he would be able to read this story. And then when I log into Reading A to Z, I will hear Andres's voice reading the story. So this will give me a great window as to how well you're doing with your reading at home. It'll give me a good idea of how you're doing with your snap words and how you're being mindful with each of the words that you read carefully. So that's my tip for you today. I would like to recommend that you at least try to read 1 book a day on Reading A to Z. If you can do 2 books, that's awesome too. We are working on building our stamina, so I want to remind all of our wonderful parents out there who are doing such a great job at helping us stay connected with all of our learning tasks that you can probably have your child work on a given task for anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes per task before they transition into something new. Once you are able to finish all of the books on your bookshelf, as you see here, the program will level you up. So that means you're going to move on to the next level. Kind of like a video game, you level up, right? There's also fun incentives for you to earn. You get to earn little stars. It'll show you here how many stars you've earned, and then you can definitely go check out the Star Zone. And in the Star Zone, when it's time, maybe you've read your 2 books or your 1 book and your parents give you permission, you can log into this component to have fun with the app and use the stars that you earned. All right, friends, I want to wish you a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. It's so fun that our kindergarten TK team have created our own YouTube channel. So you can feel free to log in at any time and get YouTube notifications regarding the new lessons that we're uploading. I definitely was so delighted that my bestie, Miss Fisher, made a really awesome science lesson about otters. Last week, we learned all about mammals, and otters are mammals, so I really want to encourage you to check that one out. Also, Mrs. Battles created a really fun lesson with using a 20 frame. I know, not just a 10 frame, but a 20 frame. So again, thank you for doing all that you're doing at home. As a quick recap, I want to remind you to do your very best. Don't forget about your responsibility challenge, which is to pick up all your clothes off the floor and make your bed. Tomorrow will be Warrior Wednesday. I'll be wearing my Watkins Warrior shirt, and I hope you will too.